Alright, YouTubers, it is time. It is time for year-end video. It's time to kind of review knives that from this year that we reviewed on the channel that I think are the top picks, and this one is going to be about top knives under 50 bucks. And you're looking at the top 5 right here. My top 5 reviewed on the channel in 2018. Most of them came out in 2018 also, but definitely my top 5 for budget value knives. So they're all under 50 bucks. You can buy most of them on Amazon. Minus I think the Civiv here, but so let's get into it. Let's start with no particular order here. We'll start with the Rat 2 in D2 and carbon fiber. I reviewed this one on the channel a while ago, and this is one of those knives that a lot of people are waiting to come out. The Rat 2 with the D2 steel is a really good deal. Sometimes they're over 50 bucks on Amazon, but a lot of times you can find them. I mean, this one was under 50 bucks. So this one has the coated black blade, also came with a satin blade, an iconic knife, the Rat 2, smaller version of the Rat 1, which is also an iconic knife, but just in better steel with D2, and then you've got the faux carbon fiber G10-ish scales. But for under 50 bucks, you get a nice D2 blade, you get a nice comfortable handle, you get a very iconic knife, very nice flat ground blade. The Rat 2 doesn't need a lot of information or a lot of introduction. But this year it was released in D2 steel with carbon fiber, or you can get it with G10 as well. And definitely a top pick for this year, for me anyway. For top knives under 50 bucks, you can't go wrong with the Rat 2. And just having D2 steel, and look at that beautiful action. These are just known for their actions. They're just really snappy, great size, great ergonomics on this guy. Just an overall fantastic EDC knife for under 50 bucks. So Rat 2 and D2. And carbon fiber. Next up, we'll just go in order here. The Tangram Vector. This is one of my favorite knives of this year. This was, I think, the blue. I think the black version came out last year, but I reviewed the blue version, and the blue version did come out this year. And it is just a really nice looking blue color, just really vibrant, just super nice. I had a deal on these with some coupon codes as well, so that you could have gotten one of these for like I think 15 bucks at one point. Crazy. They're $31, I believe, on Amazon right now, and I'll put links in the descriptions where you can buy all these knives. Yeah, $31.50 for the blue one on Amazon right now. Button lock, 440 Akudo steel, just super smooth, fun to play with, but a really good EDC size. Just a fantastic knife. Nice solid lockup. Really kind of a smaller knife, but a good size. You can get a full finger grip on that guy, and under 50 bucks, you can't go wrong. Tangram makes some of the best budget knives out there, in my opinion. And this was my favorite of this year. I think still my favorite Tangram is this one here, the Santa Fe. But I reviewed that one last year, and it came out last year. So we're focusing on 2018. So the Tangram Vector in like this electric blue color, just fantastic button lock, manual knife, just fantastic. You don't see a lot of button locks. That's kind of rare. And Hogue is like really the only manufacturer that does them. So it's nice when they came out with one that was a manual, and yeah, go for the Tangram Vector, guys. 30 bucks, can't go wrong. All right, the next one is the LA Police Gear tip up carry knife. Now this was on my top 50 last year, or top 5 last year, with the tip down, even with that awful clip, because for under 50 bucks you get S35 steel. It's legit too. Legit. We've tested it. I've tested it. Cedric Canada tested it. A bunch of guys tested it. It is S35. You get G10, bearing flipper, and then they improved it this year with adding the deep carry pocket clip that is tip up. Tip up carry is what you want. So you can't go wrong there. That's the best deal you can find for S35 out there, and it's a pretty solid knife too. I've had it for quite a while. I use it for a lot of stuff. Sharpened it. Like I said, it performs like other S35. So under 50 bucks. This one I believe is not available on Amazon. You have to go directly through LA Police Gear. If it is available, I'll put a link in the description. But that's a great one. Next one is the Kershaw Natrix. This is just the 8CR13 carbon fiber version. Now, I did have the copper, and I think the copper is right around the same. I think it's still under 50 bucks or right above 50 bucks, but I don't have that one anymore. But I did keep this one. I loved this size. I like the size better on this one. The blue G10 is really handsome. You got this nice carbon fiber inlay. It's really slim, bearing, flipper, really smooth. Love the design of the Natrix. It's got that iconic, blade shape from the original 777 and the 770 ZTs. And you've got the filler groove, the blood groove here. Just a really fantastic knife. Now, the CR13 is not my favorite. Of all these knives, this is the worst steel of anything on the table here. But you get past that and give it a nice sharp edge. As you can see, I've got a nice mirror polish edge on this one. And it actually lasts quite a decent amount of time, edge retention-wise. So it's not obviously the best steel, but other than that, the knife is fantastic. It's lightweight, slim. It's got a nice action. And it just kind of, I chose it because it's still under 50 bucks. It's like 30 or 40 bucks. Lots of different variants coming out in these, and I just think it's an iconic knife. I think it's one that, with the whole Microtech and Kershaw lawsuit and all that stuff, it's just one of those ones you got to own, you know. And I love the design. I wish they would do a ZT version of this again, but not me, you know, crazy expensive and rare, but just a standard production version of the Natrix would be awesome from ZT. It'd be super cool. The 770's out there, I believe, still, but it's assisted opening. I love the flipping action. I'm telling you, the action on this is one of the best actions of any of the knives I've reviewed this year. It's really good, really smooth. So, the Natrix carbon fiber. All right, guys. Last and certainly not least is probably the best knife you can buy under 50 bucks. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say it is the best knife you can buy under 50 bucks, and it's very hard to find these right now. KnifeWorks does have these in stock, FYI, or they did when I ordered another one, because I had a black one, which is, I would prefer black for the color, but I had a black one, and it sliced my leg open so bad. Like, I thought I was going to have to stitches. I ended up doing some other steri strips and some other creative things to avoid getting stitches because I was without insurance for a little while. And I ended up selling that knife. I was like, I can't have it. It cut me that bad. Somehow it opened up in my pocket, in my shorts pocket. I had it in there, and I don't know how it opened up. But it was on my shin, and so I was getting out of the shower, pulling up my drawers, and somehow all of a sudden my leg just filleted open. It was deep, and yeah, but it's fine now. Everything's all healed, which is good. Didn't end up having to get stitches, but I ended up it was like a psychological thing. I'm like, I got rid of that knife. It cut me worse than any knife ever has, because it's a scalpel. It is so sharp and so thinly ground that it just, I mean, it cut so cleanly that it barely bled, but it was super deep. I mean, I'm telling you, it was nasty. My wife was really queasy around it. But, so I wanted to get another Praxis, because the Civiv Praxis is, oh no, this isn't the Praxis, sorry, this is the, oh my gosh, I just said it a second ago. This is going to drive me crazy. What is it called? Backlash, duh. Civiv Backlash. 4250, G10, handles, nice. You got some anodized blue liners, which some people love, some people don't. One of the best actions out there. Actually, I would say this is definitely better than the Kershaw, but it's close. You get an upgraded steel, 9CR18 MOV, which is actually pretty comparable to the 440 Kudo, 440C, 14C28N, and maybe even D2. You get a nice bearing, you know, flipper action, super smooth, nice deep carry pocket clip, really well-made knife for 42 bucks. I mean, if you don't own a Civiv knife, you should. This is We Knife's budget line, and the liners are all skeletonized. I mean, things you just do not see in inexpensive knives, and all for $42. Fantastic flipping action, just a great blade shape. It's kind of a bigger knife on the bigger end, so if you like those, it's got a nice forward choil, some great jimping here. Just a fantastic knife. I can't imagine anyone not really owning one of these that's a knife nut. They come in a few different colors, and like I said, the black would be my choice, and it was when I first bought it, but you can't even find them right now. They're incredibly hard to find. I found this green one at KnifeWorks, and I think they had a tan one as well. The black is just like not available anywhere. So definitely an awesome knife from Civiv. The Backlash would be my top pick for the best knife under 50 bucks out there. You know, and funny enough, if you watch Slicey Dicey's channel, he actually chose this, I think, as his knife of the year, because it's just a fantastic folder, guys, and it's only 42 bucks. You should definitely have one in your collection. I regret, after even getting rid of it for the psychological reasons, but I regret doing it, and especially because they're so hard to find right now. So I hesitate doing this because they're difficult to find, but it's definitely, there's more being made. Like I said, KnifeWorks had them in stock last I checked, and Civiv's going to pump out some more of these guys, and They have a great budget line in general. I would say them and the Tangram knife line are the best you can get for budget folders right now. But this is Tangram's by Kaiser and Civiv's by We Knives. So that's my pick, guys. Best knife under 50 bucks. Civiv Praxis, or keep calling it that, Backlash. It's the Backlash. The Praxis is another good knife. It's just a little bit bigger. But this one is just fantastic. So, but that's my first video of the, kind of close of year knives or videos. I'm going to be doing quite a few more over the next few days towards the end of the year. So keep an eye out for those. We'll have the knife of the year, the best value outside of these under 50 ones. The best knife under 25 bucks, which I'm going to do pretty soon. That shouldn't take too long because it's just one knife. And we're going to do most innovation. So all those videos I talked about in that one video of kind of upcoming videos, those are coming soon. So just keep an eye on the channel. Make sure you have that bell notification so you get notified when I do a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.